I'm so excited to be more formally partnering with the Office for Undergraduate Education. So we have another guest speaker with us. I'm going to introduce Bob McMaster, who is he is a professor of geography and the vice provost and dean of undergraduate education. So his area provides support to students and academic units across campus, and some of those units include, you'll be familiar with a lot of them, so admissions, academic support resources, undergraduate research, orientation and first-year programs, the honors program, and the Smart Learnings Commons. So Bob has taught undergraduate and graduate courses in his discipline of geography for over 25 years, and he's been very involved at both the national and international level in his discipline. He works very closely with Taniya, who you met earlier, and both of them, I feel, are very genuinely committed to really enhancing the undergraduate experience. So, Bob?
Well, first of all, congratulations to all the terrific students in this terrific program. I haven't been part of this in the past, but it's amazing to see this. Second of all, I'm sorry to say I haven't been teaching for 25 years. It's 35 years, which is starting to make me realize how long I've been in this. Third thing is I've got to scoot after I give my remarks, and so I'm going to slide out behind you so I'm not running away. There's a plan. But I did ask Lynette how you get out of here through the back. I've been in this room for 30 years, and I didn't know there was a back entrance. And she said, oh, no problem. Just go and open up the door that won't shut after you leave and follow the paths. So we trace it, and you go out the door behind here to one hallway, to another hallway, to another hallway. And then eventually I think there's a door to the main Humphrey hallway. But if you hear a knocking at that door in about 3 minutes after I go, will somebody please come and open that up because I need to come back in. So I'm extremely happy to be at the Leadership Minor graduation this evening. It's really an honor to be here, especially after seeing the founder's presentation. It gives me great background for how this program evolved. So I've watched and admired this program for nearly a decade now as vice provost, and I'm convinced this is exactly the type of high-impact activity that truly makes a difference with student success at this university. More and more we hear about the importance of leadership. You know all about that. And in fact, one of our major scholarship programs here at the university, one that I oversee, the Larsen Scholarship. By chance, are any of you Larsen scholars in the room? Very good. Okay. The Larsen Scholarship explicitly lists high school leadership as a criterion. David Larsen, who was a vice president at Cargill and vice chair of the U of M's Board of Regents for many years, wanted his scholarship to go to hustlers. That was his word, in a good way. Students who demonstrated leadership and drive. And in going through the admissions files, that was something that was of critical importance for students who are Larsen scholars. There are other scholarships as well that emphasize leadership and volunteerism. I also wanted to mention that in my view, some of the student development and student learning outcomes that you're all exposed to or should be exposed to are really about leadership themselves. Two that I can specifically mention are the role of creativity, innovation, discovery, and expression across disciplines, and goal orientation by managing energy and attention to achieve specific outcomes. Those are really all about leadership. Provost Hansen, who's my boss, has shared with me her sentiments that by all accounts, the Office for Student Affairs has done a magnificent job developing and managing the leadership minor for over 20 years here. But they've had to shoulder this work alone at the university, and everybody's done just a terrific job. And it seems that every year the minor has gotten stronger and grown to the point that we are celebrating here tonight with a record number of graduates. The director, Lynette Warner, informed me that the minor has grown, and you heard this earlier, by 15 to 20% each year. That's pretty remarkable growth, which I am certain has put a significant pressure on the program and staff in delivering that and finding the instructors. The provost, with the advice from a number of colleagues close to the minor, felt that if it's going to continue with its very positive trajectory towards realizing the full potential, other units should become involved with the minor now. And so she's asked that we consider in a partnership among the Office for Student Affairs and the Office of Undergraduate Education, that's my unit, and our faculty from across the campus in kind of this new structure. I've not been a participant in the program's history, as I mentioned, like many of you, so I don't know all aspects of this program, but I certainly was pretty impressed with what I saw in that poster session back there. And I was walking through the posters and stories that the students have displayed, had on display earlier this evening. I will add that I did go to hear one from several students that were on my undergraduate advisory board. There were two of them and a third student. One's a mechanical engineer, one's a political scientist. I don't know the major of the third student, but I'm absolutely certain that their real major should have been geography, because that was an absolutely spot-on geographical project you were working on, which was water in the and ways to improve the crisis with our water situation. The spirit of this minor really does mirror a major value for this university. The entire reason that the university, really all universities exist, is to make the state and nation and world a better place. And we do that through our teaching and our research and our outreach and service. We seek discovery because we hope that it'll lead to new knowledge. That's part of an R1 university, the creation of new knowledge. That's why you come here to study, that can help in solving problems, the world's problems. And we provide service to the state and the world because we have the necessary tools and resources that help us to do this, especially at a very special place like Minnesota. And yes, we develop students with the expectation that they will be graduates who will take responsibility for their communities. That's really a growing need for our graduates, and affect change in both small ways and big ways, and really do make the world a better place. So we're in the business of developing leaders here. They can be in the shape of engineers or nurses, sociologists, hopefully a few geographers. But these are not just people doing jobs. They're scientists and business people and women and artists who are leaders in their community. And in my mind, that's what it means to be a graduate at the University of Minnesota. Not only the academic side, but the leadership potential and involvement in community moving forward. So I'm also delighted this evening to introduce Professor Taniya Mitchell, who's from the College of Education Human Development. Taniya is going to be the chair of the new faculty steering committee that again is expanding to the entire university. It's tended to be focused on Humphrey and education. This steering committee will include faculty from across the university, but we also wanted to thank the faculty from Humphrey and CEHD who have served, and most importantly, will continue to serve the committee so well as the program was established and nurtured and matured. So as you can see, I'm really excited, and that's true. I'm really excited to be part of this leadership minor now. Again, watching it for a decade, seeing the tremendous potential and the excitement that both students and instructors have towards this program, it's just wonderful. So we need to thank the past leaders. We've honored some of them already here today, of the minor and those who have brought the program to this point, the best in the world, correct? And my colleagues and I in the Office of Undergraduate Education hope to do whatever we can to help this minor reach new levels. So it's terrific to be here this evening. Thank you so much for inviting me to talk. And again, if you hear some knocking in about 3 minutes, one of you please come to the back door.